everyone, it's Karen. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I do not do Friday Reads videos, and that is mainly because I am a very moody reader and I just want to see what I feel like over the weekend. So with that being said, I don't usually make summer lists necessarily either, but I want to share with you kind of a loose summer list, I would say. I was just watching a video by Rincy Reads, and she kind of gave an overview of her summer reading plans as well. And she's kind of like me, where she doesn't like to have a strict schedule on what she reads, but she gave me some ideas that helped me kind of formulate what I think I'm going to do this summer. The first thing that I am going to continue doing is, ever since quarantine started, which we're kind of in Michigan getting out of right now slowly, but I've been reading a Madeleine L'Engle book. I started with A Wrinkle in Time, which was a reread for me. And then I read the second book in the quintet, I think it's a quintet, in May. And so I'm going to do one in June, one in July, one in August, and then I will be done with the series, the quintet or whatever. Another thing is, I loved Anne of Green Gables when I read it. But again, I've only made it through the first book. So for the month of June, I'm gonna read this one, and then July, August, and if I keep going with one a month, I will be able to finish by the end of the year. So we'll see, but definitely for summer, I'm gonna do that. Another thing, which I will post a link below, but there's someone I just found on BookTube called Shay, and she did an amazing video about just using BookTube as a place to have really honest, vulnerable conversations about race. I think that a lot of people are afraid to say what they're thinking or what they're wondering because they don't want to sound racist, when really we just need to talk. We need to see where we're wrong, and mostly we need to listen. And so she has, in her video, she has 2 books that we're going to read together. I do not know if I'm going to read those 2 books or not. I want to see if my library has them. But I actually did start kind of on my own rereading this book. I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness. I already read this. This is a reread. But I found this life-changing because I think that a lot of people like me will say that we're not racist, but there's all these really tiny microaggressions and just kind of covert racist things that we don't even realize. And I felt like this really exposed those things and really changed my thinking. I want to reread it. And I was going to do this in June. And then in July or August, I'm not sure, but I have 2 other books for the summer too. I'll probably read these. These are both library books that I've had for like however many months, since like March 13th, I checked them out. I will either read these or I'll read the books that Shay has. It just depends what I can get from the library. But How to Be an Anti-Racist, because one of the things I learned in one of the schools I worked with is saying you're not a racist is not enough. You need to actively be anti-racist every single day, and every decision that you're making is either helping support racism or going against it. So I hope to read this book. And then the new Jim Crow, which I don't know too much about this other than just that it's about a lot of laws that were created in a racist way to get more Black people in jail. Those are the 3 categories of books that I'm going to read one a month. So one Anne of Green Gables, one A Wrinkle in Time book, and then one book to educate me more on race. So, and then beyond that, I have some big books that I want to conquer this summer because I do not like big books. I cannot stand being stuck in the same story with the same person for a really long time. However, I am really close to my mom, and her favorite book in the entire world I have never read, and I really, really want this summer to be the summer that I get through it. So I'm going to show it to you, but it's in 2 parts because it's very well loved. So this is the book, Sacagawea. I mean, We love it. We're actually related to Sacagawea, not her by blood, but her son, because I think we're related to his dad. Anyway, my mom loved this book, and I would like to say that I've read it too. It's 58 chapters, I believe. So I marked on my calendar I'm going to read one chapter a day until I finish, and I should finish late July. And then, because I told you that I watched Rincey Reads, she in about August is going to start reading Anna Karenina, and I have wanted to read this forever as well. There was a librarian at my last library, and I asked her, what is your favorite classic? And she said this one, and I know a lot of people have also really enjoyed this, so I'm gonna give it a try. So this one will be first followed by this one. We'll see what happens. Another big book that is a reread for me, but it's more of a buddy read. I am reading the Bully Pulpit again, and I'll post a link below to the buddy read for that as well. It turned into like actually a huge group read. And then the other thing that I want to start doing is reading more short stories. So I'm going to read one short story a week, and this is the collection I'm starting out with. I have probably 3 or 4 short story collections that I own. This is the collected stories of Eudora Welty. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really, really curious about your summer plans. Are there specific genres you like to read during the summer? Do you enjoy making a summer plan, or do you like to just mood read? So let me know what you guys are going to be doing this summer, and I will talk to you later. Bye.